Good morning, students. In the previous class, in the third chapter, we are into the rotation and revolution of the Earth. Under that, we have studied so far the rotation and the revolution of the Earth, the two movements of the Earth. The Sun is at the center of the Earth in the solar system at a fixed position. So this happens because of the Earth movement around the Sun, and these exhibits two types of movements, that is rotation and revolution. So the rotation is nothing but the spinning motion of the Earth on its axis is called rotation, and this leads to day and night changes. And revolution, the Earth moves around the Sun in an oval-shaped orbit, and this motion of the Earth is called revolution, and this takes 365 days to complete one revolution. So the year is divided into 12 months, and then the varied seasons we have studied, and how the day and night is the effect of the due to the earth rotation, and the seasons is caused due to the revolution of the earth. So in today's topic, children, we are going to study about the how the effects of the earth movements will be caused the seasons. So, children, coming to the seasons, as I said, revolution of the earth moves around revolution, that is, earth moves around the sun, and this motion of the earth is called revolution, and these create seasons. So, basically, we in our in a year, the annual cycle of seasons is called caused by the earth rotation and the revolution around the sun, and there are four main seasons that the earth experience. So, what are they? The first one is summer, the second one is autumn, and the third one is winter, and the fourth one is spring. The summer, autumn, winter, and the spring are caused due to the rotation and the revolution around the sun, but basically due to the revolution of the sun, it causes summer, autumn, and winter, and spring around the different parts of the earth. So, children, when the Earth revolves around the sun, its axis always points in the same direction. It means one of the hemisphere is closer to the sun. That is, as the Earth axis always points in the same direction, one of the hemisphere is close to the sun. This leads to cause different seasons in the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere at the same time. So, in our, the seasons which are the different seasons which are occurring in the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere at the same time is due to the earth revolution around the sun. So, when the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun, it receives more sunlight. As a result, it is summer in the northern hemisphere, and so the southern hemisphere is tilted away from the sun. It receives slantly rays of the sun. So, due to the revolution of the earth around the sun, it occurs certain seasons when the northern hemisphere is titled or the towards the sun is faced toward the sun, it receives more sunlight. As a result, it is occurred with the summer season in the northern hemisphere. And when the southern hemisphere is turned towards the when is turned away from the sun, it receives lesser rays of the sun. So the knowing about the one more topic, that is summer solstice. So solstice is nothing but when 21st June and 22nd December, when the whole world experiences the unequal length of day and night, and the day and night, the proportion of the day and night will not be same all over the world. It occurs when on 21st June and 22nd December, when the whole world experiences on the whole world have the unequal, not doesn't have equal proportion of day and night, it is called solstice. And since the southern hemisphere, so the day when the northern hemisphere is titled or having the most towards the sun, is faced towards the sun, it is called summer solstice. It occurs on 21st June every year. On 22nd December, the people in the northern hemisphere experiences will have the shortest day and the longest night. This is called the winter solstice. So, when the day when the northern hemisphere is titled most towards the sun, it occurs summer solstice. It occurs on 21st June every year. In the same way, on 22nd December, the people who are in the northern hemisphere experiences the shortest day and longest night, and this is called winter solstice. So now children, coming to the one more point, due to the changes of the revolution, due to the earth revolution, one more point is when the sun rays falls vertically at the equator, it indicates the beginning of the autumn season in the northern hemisphere and the spring season in the southern hemisphere. So the when the sun rays falls at the equator, when the equator receives the sun rays, at the point of equator in the globe or in the map, when in the globe, when they see on the earth at the equator point, when the sun rays falls vertically, it indicates the beginning of the two seasons. One is autumn season in the northern hemisphere, and in the southern hemisphere it occurs spring season. So the earth experiences autumn equinox on 23rd September. On 21st March it is a spring or vernal equinox. So what do you mean by equinox? Equinox means equal night in Latin. In Latin they call equal night for the word equinox. So equinox is nothing but equal night in Latin. On 23rd September, the earth experiences autumn equinox, and 21st March it experiences the spring season or the equinox. Equinox means equal night. In simple, we can say that on 23rd September, the earth experiences the autumn, and 21st March it experiences the spring season. That is called equinox, means equal night. When the sunrise falls on the equator in a vertical, it begins with the autumn season on the northern hemisphere and the spring season in the southern hemisphere. So children, we could see this how the seasons on the earth are caused due to the revolution and tilt in the earth axis. The seasons on the earth are caused due to the revolution and the tilt in the earth axis through a diagram. So children, by this we come to know that due to the effects of the rotation and revolution, what and all happens, let me recall. The rotation of the earth will have the sun appears to rise in the east and it going to set in the west due to the rotation. And one more second point is it causes day and night. So the effect, what is the effect of rotation? The first point is the sun appears to rise in the east and it sets in the west, and the second is it causes day and night, and the third one is it going to causes the tides, and it causes winds and etc. When come to effects of the revolution, it going to start the variations in the length of the days and the nights. The length of the days and the nights is going to vary, and the distribution of heat on the earth surface is also going to differ, and occurrence of the various seasons like summer, winter, autumn and spring, isn't it? So on that 21st March, the rays of the sun falls directly on the equator. This leads to the cause of spring in the northern hemisphere, and the southern hemisphere will be caused by the autumn that we studied in the previous slide. And the north pole and the south pole are having the equidistance from the sun, and the duration of the days and nights also all over the world is equal. And 23rd September, once again the rays of the sun falls directly on the equator. The southern hemisphere is going to have the spring, and the northern hemisphere is going to have the autumn. So the duration of the nights and days again is going to be equal all over the world. So basically, due to the revolution and the rotation, the sunset and the sunrise is going to appear, and the days and the nights causes and the different season causes. So children, in today's class, how the rotation and revolution of the earth is going to affect, or the changes occurs, we have studied. And in the next class we are going to deal with the new chapter. So please complete the worksheet as and when it is given, and be safe and keep healthy, keep smiling. Thank you.